Unfortunately for Wellerall, a cast of the footprint was delivered to the British Museum for examination. A few days later, two museum experts announced they could find little difference between the footprint of the Loch Ness Monster and the footprint of a hippopotamus. In fact, the footprint was clearly like that which would be made by a mounted hippo foot turned into an umbrella stand by dealers in African curios. If an umbrella stand chanced to go for a walk by an isolated loch. The Daily Mail, embarrassed by its part in the footprint adventure, backed away red-faced. At about the same time the footprint was being discovered, another luckless eyewitness claimed he really did see the monster ashore. Arthur Grant, a young medical student, was on his way home by motorcycle on the night of January 5th, 1934. It was past midnight, and the sky was dark and starless, thanks to a heavy overcast. About 3 miles from Lochend, the clouds suddenly broke, and a bright moon drenched the roadside. Grant thought he saw something ahead, a massive, dark object among the bushes side of the road to his right. As his motorcycle putted noisily along the road, something huge bounded out of the bushes, undulated across the road in 2 great strides, and vanished into the undergrowth. Startled nearly out of his wits, Grant skidded to a halt, and, more foolhardy than brave, raced after the creature. But it rushed for the shore and dived in with a great splash. Grant marked the spot so he could find it later and hurried on home to wake his younger brothers and tell them, "I've seen it!" He even made a sketch of it to show them how it looked.